Happy hump day. We got some day baseball and four best bets. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. We are back with more Major League Baseball bets for Wednesday, May 24th. Holy crap, it's almost June already. That's crazy. 1 and 2 night. Not going to cut it, guys. It's just not going to cut it. The Rays let me down. They freaking lost 20-1. That's right. The Blue Jays missed an extra point and they lost 20-1. Unbelievable. You never see that in baseball. That's crazy. The Rays offense just gave up. Barrios shut them down. I don't know what else to say. But baseball's weird right now. I'm not going to lie. The Astros scored 12 runs 2 days ago. And then today against Colin Ray, they scored 0. That 12 was also against Corbin Burns. Make that make sense. And then my Mariners. Thanks for letting me down today, by the way. They scored 11 runs 2 days ago and had as crappy, if not a crappier pitcher today, and they put up 3 runs. Welcome to Major League Baseball. That's why we love the sport, though. Be sure to smash that like button. Leave a comment below like you guys are all doing. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the comments. You guys aren't forced to do it, but you guys are doing it to help this channel grow, and it's good. I love communicating with you guys. That's literally why I started this channel, because I love talking sports with people, and it's been a lot of fun, so thank you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new. This is a great community, great channel. We talk a lot of sports in Discord here, anywhere. It's a lot of fun. We are nearing 3,500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We have good hitting matchups. We have good pitching matchups. And I have 4 Major League Baseball best bets. That's right. I'm excited. I want that 4-0 sweep. But first, we start out with that bets recap page. There we are. 1-2. Freaking A. Rays team total. Already talked about it. It scored 1 freaking run. The best offense in the league, 1 run. Dodgers team total over 3. That made up for it. How about a second inning cash on that one over with Spencer Strider on the mound? I love that. And then the over 8.5 A's and Mariners. My Mariners sucked. That was just a dead game. No hitting. It just sucked. It was 3-2, 5 runs. Ugly, ugly, ugly. It was 2-0 in the first inning, too. The A's got on the board right away and then never scored again because they are the A's, I guess. 1-2, down 1.4 units. We are super transparent, as you guys know. We have finally hit our 100th win. Could we be more freaking even so far? 198 down 0.72 units. We're right around even. I'm sick of being even, but we have a long season, so hang in there. Now, it's time for the good hitter matchups. All right, here we go. We have 6 good hitter matchups today. I checked from yesterday. We gave you guys 5 hitter matchups. 3 of them started and played, and all 3 got a hit, so they keep rolling. I got 6 more today, and it starts with the old man again, Miguel Cabrera of the Detroit Tigers. 13 for 42 with 1 bomb versus Greinke. That's right. Greinke's start got pushed back to today, so that's why it's back up here. Next one, Justin Turner of the Boston Red Sox. 18 for 36, 5 doubles, and 3 bombs versus the lefty Tyler Anderson. Next one, Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees. 8 for 17 with 3 bombs versus Tyler Wells. That is pretty impressive. Matt Carpenter of the San Diego Padres, 8 for 28, 2 doubles, and 3 bombs versus Trevor Williams. And then we got Tim Anderson of the Chicago White Sox, 7 for 17, 1 double versus Cal Quantrill. That's a tough name to say. And then the last one, George Springer of the Houston cheating Astros, sorry. 5 for 15, 3 bombs versus Shane McClanahan. So those are the props we got. Now let's move on to the good pitcher matchups. All right, let's go. We have 4 good pitcher strikeout matchups, and it starts with Mr. Anthony DeSclafani versus the Twins. Twins have the 4th highest K percentage versus righties in the last month at 25.5%. DeSclafani, 41 Ks and 55.1 innings, so not a huge strikeout guy. And then in the same game, we got Joe Ryan versus the Giants. Giants have the 9th highest K percentage versus righties at 24%, and Joe Ryan is a strikeout pitcher. He's a stud this year. 66 Ks in 56 innings. The third one, Kodai Senga versus the Cubs. Cubs, 3rd highest K percentage versus righties in the last month at 25.6%. And Senga, 55 Ks in 43 innings. And then the final one, the young rookie, the stud for the Mariners, Bryce Miller versus the Oakland A's. We know the Oakland A's have the highest K percentage versus righties in the last month at a whopping 28.5%. Bryce Miller, 22 Ks in 25 innings. He made his Major League Baseball debut and played the A's already this season and struck out 10 of them. So just want to let you guys know there. Those are our four best pitcher strikeout matchups. Now it is time to get into our best bets. All right, here we go. Game number one, the Baltimore Orioles at the New York Yankees. Yankees money line minus 130. Orioles money line plus 110 with an over-under of 8.5 runs. I'm going to give you my best bet right away. It is the Orioles team total over 3.5 runs at minus 125. I love this bet, guys. Nestor Cortez, nasty Nestor's on the mound. He's not the same pitcher as last year. We've talked about him before on this podcast. He's had to change his delivery with the new rules and everything. He has a 5.21 ERA this year with a 5.13 xFIP, which means he's not getting unlucky. He's pitching about what his ERA says. He gives up a lot of fly balls, which means also a lot of home runs. He's giving up 1.49 home runs per 9 innings and only has a 28% ground ball rate. That is not good, guys. That is in the third percentile of pitchers. And now you're playing in Yankee Stadium. You do not want to give up fly balls in Yankee Stadium. It is just not pretty. He's going up against the Orioles. They crush lefties. Sixth best WRC plus, seventh best OPS, and they also strike out the sixth fewest times versus lefties. I have no idea why this line is 3.5. Why it was even an option. Maybe 4, but I was thinking it might even go 4.5 at plus money. But you know what? I'll take it. It might move to that at some point. Also, other than just crushing lefties, they also just scored what was it, 5 runs, 4 runs off Garrett Cole yesterday, and now we're getting Nestor Cortez with a 5 ERA. They don't think they can score 4 runs. They are guaranteed 9 at bats as the road team. They're playing in a wiffle ball park in New York. I love the Orioles team total over 3.5 runs as my first best bet. Let's move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2, the Toronto Blue Jays at the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays money line minus 215. Blue Jays money line plus 185. Over under of 8 runs. We have a money line parlay, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the first leg of it. The Rays money line is my best bet in this game. We got Yusei Kikuchi on the mound versus Shane McClanahan, a pair of lefties. Let's start out with Mr. Kikuchi, the ex-Mariner. 4.08 ERA, but he's expected to have some regression. He has a 5.11 expected ERA, and he is giving up a whopping 34% hard contact. That is not good. And in that hard contact, he's given up 12 freaking home runs already. 2.33 home runs per 9. That's just not good to have. You know why? Because the Rays have the most home runs in Major League Baseball. So it's not a good combo. McClanahan is on the mound for the Rays. We all know he is a stud. 2.05 ERA. He does have an expected ERA of 3.56, so he's due for some regression as well. But now we're talking, 3.5 expected ERA as opposed to over 5 like Kikuchi. He definitely is the better pitcher. There's no doubt about that. He has a 29.2 K rate, 90th percentile, guys. This guy is elite. Only 23.2% hard contact, a little bit better than Kikuchi's 34%. But here's the big thing. Here's what really matters. It's the offenses against these pitchers too. Rays against lefties. Number 1 WRC plus at a 162. That's insane. Number 2 OPS and number 1 in ISO power. That's right. They are going to drive in runs. I expect some home runs. There might be some good home run props in this game for the Rays. And then we go to the Jays against lefties. 17th WRC plus at 104. And then 27th in ISO power. That is not going to get it done. That means they're not hitting for a lot of power against lefties. And the Rays have the better lefty on the mound. I think the Rays take care of business after a 20-1 debacle that they just had. Blue Jays got all the runs out of their system in one game. I like them to be shut down and the Rays to win this game as my first leg of the Moneyline Parlay. Let's move on to the next game. All right, game number 3, we have the San Francisco Giants at the Minnesota Twinkies. Twinkies money line minus 165 and the Giants money line plus 140 with an over-under of 7.5 runs. The second leg of my money line parlay is the Twins money line. That's right. Put the Twins together with the Rays and you have plus 140, baby. I love it. Now, on the mound for the Giants, Anthony DeSclafani. He was really good to start the season. I'm not going to lie. He was pitching really well. But lately, he's been hit around a little bit. 10 earned runs in the last 17.1 innings. He has a massive 35% hard contact. It's kind of hard to explain him. He does rely on ground balls. He's a big ground ball pitcher, which is good for him, but it's hard contact also. And he does have a 3.09 ERA right now with his expected pretty close to that too. So he's a decent pitcher. but he can be hit, and he's starting to get hit like we all thought he would lately. So on the other side, Mr. Joe Ryan, the man with two first names. That's right, he is a stud. 2.25 ERA, 2.69 expected ERA. He has given up 5 earned runs in 19 innings at home, so he's pitched well. This is only going to be his fourth start at home in Minnesota this year, which is crazy. Um, this is the wild part about Mr. Joe Ryan. He has had 9 starts so far this year. Every single start, he has gone at least 6 innings. I mean, how impressive is that? That is just wild to me. So he's pitching very well. I like Joe Ryan. I just think he's a much better pitcher, especially at home against this Giants offense. I like what the Twins can do against Destlafani and how what his form kind of is in. He's given up 10 earned runs, like I said, in 17 innings. And so I like the Twins to win this game and take care of business. They just lost a tough one yesterday. The bullpen blew it, but I think Joe Ryan's going to go 6, 7, maybe 8 innings in this game, shut him down so we don't have to rely on that Twins bullpen too long. So I like the Twins money line, second leg of the money line parlay with the Rays. You get plus 140, but I have a bonus bet in this game. That's right. The next best bet I have, and it's not part of this parlay, it is Joe Ryan over 6.5 Ks. I saw it at minus 130. Yes, it's got a little juice to it. If you don't want to use that and you want to do some plus money odds, I don't mind 8+ Ks. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this guy has a chance to get to 9 or 10 this game. I'm playing it safe, but I may sprinkle a little bit on 8 or 9 and maybe ladder those Ks up. So Joe Ryan over 6.5 Ks. Here we go. 30.4% K rate in his 3 home games, right? Like I mentioned, he's only pitched in 3 home games. He had this for strikeouts. 10 versus the Chicago Cubs, who are the 7th highest K rate. 7 versus the Yankees, who have the 16th highest K rate. And then he struck out 10 of the Houston Astros, who have the 25th highest K rate. They do not strike out a lot. So 10, 7, and 10 in his only 3 home games. And now he gets to face the Giants, which I already talked about earlier in this video. 9th highest K percentage, 24% versus righties in the last month. I think Joe Ryan gets 8 or 9 Ks. I love this bet. Joe Ryan over 6.5 Ks is my third official bet. Now let's move to the final game. All right, here we go. It is the fourth and final game between the San Diego Fathers and the Washington Nationals. Fathers money line minus 165, Nats money line plus 140 with an over-under of 9.5 runs. My best bet in this game, guys, is the Nationals plus a half a run in the first 5 innings at minus 115. That means if they are tied after 5 innings, we win the bet, just so you know. Ryan Weathers is on the mound for the Padres. He is a lefty. I will explain why that's important later. 3.42 ERA, but I am telling you what, he is not that good. His xFIP, which kind of is predictive of what his ERA should really be, 5.37. He is due for some regression, especially when you only have a 15% K rate like he does, and also a 10% walk rate. I mean, his K rate and walk rate are only 5% different. That's not good, by the way. He has limited hard contact in only 23.2 innings this year. That's kind of what he's relied on, but I don't think he can do that for very long because he doesn't miss a lot of bats. The Nationals versus lefties. This is going to blow your mind. 7th WRC plus at 120. 5th in OPS. 3rd in batting average. The only thing they struggle with is ISO power. They're 23rd, but they're not a big power team. I mean, they don't drive in a lot of runs by home run or anything like that. But the 3rd best batting average in the league versus lefties. 5th OPS and 7th WRC plus. That's insane to me. Now on the other side, Trevor Williams on the mound. He's a righty. He's been a much better pitcher at home this year. He has a 2.55 ERA at home compared to a 5.40 ERA on the road. So that's also why I like him. The Padres versus righties. 21st WRC plus at 89, 20th in ISO power, and 24th in OPS. So just drop the names of these teams and like what you think of them. The Nationals have been a much better team against lefties than the Padres have been against righties. Think about that for a second. Nats are in complete rebuild mode right now with no superstars, and the Padres have all these superstars, and it's not really helping. So it's pretty crazy. Manny Machado is also out with an injury. So I just love the matchup. I mean, you got Ryan Weathers. He pitches to contact. Like I said, he only strikes out 15% of batters, and the Nats put the ball on the bat on the ball as much as anybody else. They have extremely low K rate, like we've always talked about. They're hitting 302 versus lefties, like I just mentioned. I love the matchup. I'm getting plus a half run in the first 5 innings. I think there's a chance the Nats have the lead after the first 5 innings. So I will take it. That is my best bet. Nats plus a half a run, first 5 innings, minus 115. let's move on to that bets recap page. There we go. Orioles team total over 3.5 at -125. Then the big underdog play of the day, we got Twins and Rays moneyline parlay at +140 in that Twins game. Joe Ryan, the man with two first names, over 6.5 Ks at -130. And then the final one, the Nationals. Who doesn't like backing the Nationals? Plus a half a run in the first 5 innings at -115. We did it. That's right. We got four best bets. We're on a 7-3 run in our NBA bets. Also, we lost the over that we just had yesterday. That hurt. It was a bucket away. The Heat didn't want to score at the end when they just held the ball, but it is what it is. So we're on a good run there. Thank you guys for all the support. Keep leaving comments. Keep liking this video. This is gonna be a lot of fun. We got some ideas going on with possibly going live for a finals game and some other behind the scenes stuff that we want to include you guys in. So we'll get some details out on that later. But thank you guys. It's been an awesome time talking sports with all of you. Hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy some day baseball. We'll talk to you guys later.